Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you're all well. I've got a, well, I mean, being as it's Christmas, I've had a lot of carrots. Lidl was selling them at 15p for a pack of 1 kilogram. And so I kind of went a bit crazy and bought a lot of carrots. I do like my carrots roasted, so, and they last as well. But then I thought, well, do you know what would be really lovely to kick off the New Year's Day, but to have a carrot cake. I haven't had carrot cake for absolutely ages, so I'm really looking forward to this. But before I crack on with the recipe, I really want to say a massive thank you to a few people. Firstly, Ricky in Ayr, thank you so much, because you can see I'm wearing it. I love this so much. It says nobody's perfect, but when you're from Scotland, you're pretty damn close. That's brilliant. I really love this. Thank you so much. But also, you had a few. It was a lovely goodies bag. This is fantastic. This is, if anyone's from Scotland, you know all about the Bruns and Orwelly. I still have my childhood copies, but Ma Brun, they did a cookbook for her, and honestly, the inside of it is absolutely fantastic. And I will be browsing for recipes, but it's just brilliant. It's just got. I mean, this is, if anyone knows, this is what the cards they would look like in the books. And you'd get the Bruns one Christmas, and then you'd get Orwelly on the next, and they would fluctuate like that. Fantastic, absolutely. This is just, I absolutely love this. So Ricky, you also gave this. So handy. I've never seen anything like it, but it's a, you know, you can mint a chop stir thing, so you know, in your sort of mince and stuff like that. Fantastic. Chopped ground meat, it says. Lovely, I love that. And it doesn't stop there. A translator mug. This, you know, my dad would love this, Ricky, honestly. I'm tempted to give it to him. He's from Glasgow, if anyone doesn't know. But yeah, it's just brilliant, really brilliant. So thank you for that. I'm gonna have a slurp. Ricky, that was really, really lovely of you. And I hope you had a great Christmas and a happy New Year to you and family. Bimbo Clack, aka Jim and Maureen. Jim, honestly, I was bowled over by your super thanks. Thank you so much. I hope you both recovered and are now fully back to full health, because I know you said you was a bit poorly. I did send you something, so hopefully you got that. It may have been delayed in the post, but let me know if you've received it. So thank you for your super thanks. That was huge. And I will definitely be getting something for Valerie, because she's off with her family. But when she comes back, I'll take her out to M&S, which is where she really likes to go, because the town centre one's closed. But I'll drive her to the M&S outside of town, and she can pick something. So thank you very much for that. And also Jacqueline Buist, thank you for your little money gift. It was really lovely of you. You didn't need to do that. And you know, your bag is on its way. It might be delayed by the Christmas post as well, and the New Year closures, you know, all that kind of stuff, but it's definitely on its way. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I hope you, Colin and Harrison, had a lovely Christmas. Right, let's get cracking with this cake. The boys are really looking forward to this. And it, you know, yeah, it looks quite a lot here, so let's crack on and look at the ingredients. I will be cooking it in the Ninja, and I'm also going to be doing a spare one for the freezer in the Cosori, because the recipe itself was for a sort of standard oven, so there seems to be quite a lot. So if I do have spare, after I've filled these 6-inch tins for the Ninja, I've got this one ready, this spare one ready for the Cosori. So come and have a look at the ingredients. So the ingredients list will float up here, but the sugar, all-purpose flour or plain flour, there's vegetable oil in there, carrots obviously, cinnamon, and half a teaspoon of salt. But this is for the frosting, although I've got double cream which is in the fridge still, just 80 mils. But yeah, so I'm going to mix the dry stuff in a separate bowl and the wet stuff in another bowl before adding the carrots, the raisins, and the chopped nuts. These are walnuts, by the way. The recipe did say pecan, but I didn't have that. I had walnuts, so that's what we're going to have. So let's crack on and mix these together and get these in the Ninja and Cosori. I'm really looking forward to this. See you in a bit. So I'm going to add the flour, which also has baking powder in it as well, and the cinnamon and salt, and I'm going to mix this thoroughly, setting it aside to kind of crack on with the oil. What does that have? Oil, sugar and vanilla, and then you add the eggs to that. So this is the first bowl. You really mix this in. So I'm mixing the sugar, teaspoon of vanilla essence, and the vegetable oil. I'm just going to mix this thoroughly, and then add the eggs one at a time. One egg. Going to mix it in before I add the next one. Second egg. Third egg. Fourth and last egg. Right, I'm going to add the flour now, a little bit at a time. So I'm going to add the raisins. This is optional, I think, with raisins. I'm just following the recipe. Walnuts, coarsely chopped. And then the carrots. So I'm just going to preheat the each air fryer for 5 minutes, just for 5 minutes. See you in a bit. Right, let's get this in the Cosori, the spare one for the freezer. It also helps me see how the Cosori does in comparison to the Ninja. So what was it? I'm going to do bake, 180. Oh, 35 minutes. Hopefully that's okay. I think that's 350 Fahrenheit. If it's not, it will come up here. Bake, 180, 35 minutes as well. I might check on 30 with both the air fryers. See you in a bit. Right, let's have a look. I have slightly overrun the time, so let's check it. Oh, that's quite brown. Let's have a look. Wow. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. That's, do you know what though? I'm probably going to trim the top when it comes to putting on the frosting. So it's not an all disaster. Let's see how the Cosori one is. Well, that looks really good. To be fair, it may be better at a lower temperature in the Ninja, like 175 or 170 for the same amount of minutes. I'm going to let these, I have to test if these are cooked actually. Oh yeah, look. Definitely not cooked yet. Right, let's let it carry on. That doesn't look cooked either actually. No. Wow. So still got 6 minutes to go. I definitely think I'll be adding minutes actually. So I mean the timings is I've not cooked carrot cakes before, so we'll see. See you in a bit. I'm just going to add 10 minutes. Ooh. I'm not going to worry too much about the top and whether it's overly done, because I'm going to be chopping the top half in order to create a level, what's the word, a flat level, because it's domed at the moment. So that's not a problem. That will probably be quite tasty, crusty side pieces for the boys. That's ended, so same, what am I doing? Bake 10 minutes extra on top of the 35. I hope that does it. We shall soon find out. See you soon. Right, I'm just halting before it gets to the cool function. So let's have a look. Whoa. But don't forget, I'll be chopping the top off. I just want it cooked inside. So let me get my fork. Whoops. It's a bit tricky. No, that's better. That's better. Let's check the other one. Same thing. Wow. But I want the inside cooked, and that's much better. I'm just going to let it run its full course. The Cosori's just beeping. Let's have a look. I feel this one probably needs a little bit extra. The Cosori always takes a little bit longer. Yeah. I think I might do the same, just because it would be nice for presentation to cut it off. But this is going in the freezer, so I'm not 100% too worried, because the frosting can last for 2 weeks in the fridge, and I will freeze this so that in a week's time, when we fancy some carrot cake, after we've eaten the Ninja one, we can get this out of the freezer and put the frosting on top. But I might trim the top to create a flat one. See how bad this gets. We need to add minutes anyway. So bake, it kind of ended, so I'm doing it back on bake. It's got to be 10 minutes I think, so that would be 35 plus 10 plus 10, so that's quite a grand length of time. But then it's deep, so it probably needs that extra time. Right, see you in a bit on this one. Oops, that was the Ninja. So I will get these out and let these cool, completely cool, before I trim the top. Wow. That is quite black, but never mind, because like I said, I'm going to be cutting the tops off. Yeah, so I'm going to let these cool because they're very hot. Let it cool, and I'll be back to put on the frosting, and we'll have an update on the Cosori one as well. So see you in a bit. So I'm just going to start mixing the frosting. So this is the cream cheese. That's at room temperature. The icing sugar. I'm going to be adding the double cream in a minute. I'm just going to try and mix this. Just going to add the double cream. Let's cut this top off. Hopefully this will save it. There's my knife. And then the next one. Ooh, I mean, for the fact that the top looked burnt, it turns out very, very, very well, doesn't it? I mean, it will do. The Cosori one, I'm going to do exactly the same. If it's still warm, so I'm not going to be chopping the top off yet, but I will chop the top off, wrap it up, and then freeze it. To use for in a week or so's time. I've got 2 weeks with the frosting, what's left. There's plenty for that, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to cut myself a slice, and then the boys will be getting some as well. Well, everyone that's home. Ooh. I kind of had to sacrifice the top to get the inside cooked, but not bad. No, it's looking good. Well, from what I need my glasses on. Right, spoon. No, just get in there. Oh, this looks good. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can see it. Yeah, oh, looks good, it looks good. Oh yeah. That's so soft. Such a soft sponge. Bearing in mind, I mean, when you add a veg of any kind, it often you know, makes it quite heavy, or can do, but that's delicious. It's not overly sweet as well. Oh, the frosting is just perfect. Oh yeah, this is good. This is so good. I mean, if you love carrot cake, even the raisins, I'm really liking the raisins. Oh my God. Oh, I had some lovely, the nuts that were inside the cake, or they came through really well. I suppose if you're not into walnuts, you can probably omit that. The inside, it's only 50 grams. I think it was 50 grams, yeah. But I love walnuts. The recipe did say pecan nuts, but all I had was walnuts, and that's really lovely. And I really like the crust. I mean, I quite like a crust, but it gives you a really lovely crunch with the softness, the sponginess, and then some oomph. Delicious. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a lovely new year, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care. Happy New Year. Bye.